The way we found American Management Services was a friend of mine, a good friend of mine in Lancaster who runs a very successful business, had used American Management Services a couple of years ago. And we were talking about it one day, and I got the name of someone to call there, and I called them, and glad I did. They came in, did a survey of our operations because we wanted to make a few tweaks after a few years of just flatlining, and said that this is time to make a change, and so that's when we found American Management Services through our friend. The Richard Allred came in, one of their lead consultants, did a survey of our operations, and made some really specific recommendations. Based on their recommendations and the outline of a program that they could do for us, we retained AMS, and the rest, as they say, is history. We decided to engage American Management Services based on a survey that they had done by Richard Allred. He came in, looked at our operations from stem to stern, interviewed everyone in the building practically, and did extensive surveys of the employees, of our operation, did analysis of our financial management, our sales management, our operations management. We produce street sweepers and manufacture conveyors for aggregate systems. So the processes that we use to make those products needed some tweaking. And that's why we engaged American Management Services. What we gained primarily from the project, and it's a broad overview, is the implementation of new policies, systems, procedures, and controls that allow us to effectively and better manage every aspect of our business. Financial management, doing cash forecast, projections and budgets, to sales management and using CRM. We implemented a new CRM system. We're in the process of getting new financial software, and then operationally, just tweaks to those systems, and then the controls needed to make sure everyone's made accountable, and it really has streamlined the operations. Clearly, the goal here is profitability, as it is with any business, and the AMS project has implemented those systems to drive sales. Profitability has increased dramatically as a result of basically getting everyone to do their job properly and be managed properly. I mean, as their name implies, it's all about management. And that's what they've done, and it has translated to the bottom line. They made projections, and they have totally lived up to every projection made in regards to financial results. With the American Management Services systems and policies and procedures in place, it's personally helped me in that the camaraderie in our office is much better. People have come together this year and gelled as a team in a way that we hadn't before, because everyone sees the end goal and the game, because the systems are that good. And personally for me, I feel much more confident that things are getting done the way they should be, and I don't have to get in and micromanage and think I need to turn a wrench or something like that, or tighten bolts. So it has been a tremendous relief to me and my family, because I'm around a little bit more, and that's good. If a friend of mine were to ask, Frank, why did you engage American Management Services? I would tell them that we were looking for a way to manage our systems a little bit better than we had been over the years, and I highly recommend them because they have the people that can get that done. They brought in an expert in our type of business, which is manufacturing and distribution. His name is Robert Hawkins, and Bob and I have become very close friends, and I would recommend American Management Services to anyone who's looking to improve the efficiencies and the bottom line of their company. Operationally, we've seen vast improvements with this project. We've implemented new scheduling systems that just are allowing for so much greater efficiencies that it all translates to the bottom line. When people are operational and they get the goal and they understand that they're accountable for things. And we're not doing that in a, hey, build this in 3 hours or less or you're in trouble. This is a, let's work together, guys. How many hours does it take to build that sweeper so we can then schedule it properly so the parts are coming on time, the labor is there when we need it, and it's just the operational efficiencies are what translate to bottom line numbers in the type of business that we have. One of the things that we really liked best about the American Management Project this year was the consultants themselves. They were, to use the word professional sounds trite, because they just simply knew what they were doing. Bob Hawkins came in, and he's done this before, and he knows what he's doing. He helped us put in the systems, procedures, the policies, and the controls that are permeating throughout the building and throughout the entire team here. So working with them has been a real joy, particularly when you see the results.